wanna wind up on you. Unlock your door, open your window. She want me go down there, ride it, ride it. So let me go down there, ride it, ride it. And what she telling me? What she said, you come in San Fernando. She want me go down there.
I will say this though. You see that here, Jenny?
Bad song.
Bad.
Bad. I agree.
Bad.
We like that one.
Bad. I tell Jenny bad. I last three bad. But anyhow, yeah, I something better than that.
To destroy that hard.
Wait, I forget mine. You lucky I forget mine. But tomorrow, Ginny, tomorrow.
Leacock,
We in
I
the skin
stand.
tomorrow. We in the skin tomorrow. Tomorrow is horn day. Horn day tomorrow.
Like when somebody drag a piece of metal on a chalkboard.
Right?
That's how I feel whenever I
Ginny,
hear horn.
tomorrow is International Horn Day. Yes, horn day. But here, let me go that bigger one than that. No, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Don't worry.
Yeah, your voice had a bit deeper than that. I will say he's lucky. He got PM's deep voice.
Okay.
Who?
Storm.
How does get up? Give me a Storm.
Who got
voice.
somebody's deep voice?
Storm got PM's deep voice. He sounds like the PM.
You think?
I think so.
I think Saboto sounds like the PM.
I think Candyman also sounds like the PM.
Nah, I think Candyman sounds like the PM.
Well, he's a good.
I think one of you are bleeped up.
No.
I think legitimately Storm sounds like PM.
Nah, I think legit. Saboto. He sounds like him and he had the antics.
I ain't want to hear what he said.
And he had the
I want to hear what he said.
Yeah, but what's Saboto when he talking?
Yeah,
What did Mr. Storm Gonzalez say now that got you all upset, man?
No,
I'm
nobody
not
upset. Nobody
You got you upset, man.
I think he might make some good points. I told you I don't have a party, you know. As a matter of fact, I can say
You know, I'm telling you.
I probably come from a labor background.
He's afraid to see that other parrot again. Hey, no, I'm not the party. Go again.
He's a pretty boy.
You don't want to be a parrot again.
Parakeet.
Let me hear what he said, man. Let me hear what he said.
Good morning, my Labour people. We have a huge opportunity in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the media in St. Vincent is not talking about it. The governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands just announced a $24 billion investment package in the U.S. Virgin Islands. But there's one issue. He needs workers. He needs highly skilled workers. And he's coming to St. Vincent. He's looking to St. Vincent to help provide those skilled workers. A daily wage in the U.S. Virgin Islands is $160 for a laborer, and it goes up from there. So imagine the opportunities for our mobile population. And this is only happening because we don't have a citizenship by investment program. This is only going to happen under the ULP government. So if you are interested in working in the U.S. Virgin Islands, comment below, share this post, and tell me why you love Labour. I love to hear that. All right, my Labour people, take care.
And Crystal is an all right on Friday.
That's why I echo out. God, Crystal. I have a concern with that.
my loyal
But before you start,
I love my loyal subjects.
Put in perspective, he's at $160 per day for laborer.
That's over $400.
That is $416 Eastern Caribbean dollars per day. Now, I don't want to say that there's no way laborers are making $416 a day in the USVI, but I find that very
a little skimmy.
That's not a way. I'm not even sure labor makes that in the US.
About my
like the actual mainland US.
I had two questions with that. One,
man.
Right?
416 Eastern Caribbean dollars per day.
Yeah, if you're a laborer, if you're on construction, say in New York, you're probably on about 40 US an hour. Easy. My issue with that, right? I find every time Storm speaks publicly, he's sending mixed messages. On the one hand, I hear his father say, we're building...
Just for perspective, in New York City...
a construction laborer gets what?
$20 per hour.
Okay. That's for a laborer. So once if you're a steel bender, a wire... Joinery.
What did he say? Now laborer, he said?
He said laborer.
No, he said skilled laborer.
Skilled laborer.
Yeah. So he probably means like a bricklayer, wire bender,
Okay.
carpenter.
My-
Check what they're getting. They're
my
getting like
thing with
40,
that,
50,
right?
$60 an hour.
You come in here and look for skill.
No, but I think the point I was going to make there, right, is that I find he keeps sending contradictory messages. So his father says, we're building a first world economy. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're on the track for a first world economy. His brother says we currently have 9% unemployment, and by the end of this next term, it'll be down to less than 5%, which is virtually no unemployment, right?
Right.
All right. Sounds attractive. Sounds good, right? We're giving duty-free concessions to beaches and whatever because we need the jobs.
Jobs.
Right? Some contradictory there, right? Now you've got Storm coming out and saying, you know what, to hell with St. Vincent and our birth rate and our falling population. Let's all go to the US Virgin Islands where they're paying 160 US or 416 EC a day compared with our 50. Who's on the road to first? You see what I mean? There's a contradictory message there. On one hand, the father saying everything hunky dory in St. Vincent, we're on the way to first world status.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand,
his son saying, or his younger son is saying, his non-elected son is saying, let me all head to US Virgin Islands,
Where the money is.
where they're investing 24 billion in their economy.
That's a question. Where was these same skilled workers? Why wasn't this the same?
you know, I'm vexed with you.
But-
You teach my question.
No. When we were building sandals, we were bringing workers.
I'm vexed with you, you know.
Why? Where were
That's what you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Where were these same skilled
Kick
workers?
him out.
All of
Kick
a
him out.
sudden, we have skilled workers.
Can't think about no,
Chris,
Chris,
Chris, he's an Arsenal fan. I don't mind you.
No,
You
but
can
I'm saying
kick him out, you know.
when sandals and so being built, we were told we don't have skilled workers. Hey, we're gonna bring in workers.
But not even Sanders ship, Cap, when we was doing Union
the
Island,
port,
burial, the port,
the hospital.
we never had skilled workers. We gotta bring in
So-
a set of fellow people.
So it's like there's a constant contradiction. Which of the Gonzales should I listen to, and at what point should I listen to them? Because
in Trinidad. I know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And is he talking as a Trini national or as a Vinci national at this point?
I don't know.
But it's confusing and honestly, right? I'm sure Storm means well for his father, for his brother, for his family, for Labour, but I find you're kind of mixing up the message a little bit. What is the message now? Should we all just say, "Boy, Vinci is a hellhole, and let's all run off to US Virgin Islands"? I know our population falling, but let's just accelerate it and let's all just go to the US Virgin, because really that's where the money is.
What's the typical daily wage for a skilled worker here?
How about $50?
Nah, that's a labor.
Nah, skilled, maybe 100.
Man,
About 70 between.
they must get 70, 80.
Listen, between 70 to 90.
70,
Because
80.
I'm paying some masons right now.
Yeah,
70 to 90 dollars.
90, and like a poor man might be like 100,
Right.
Yeah.
Do the math. Can you Google?
Well, 416 minus, let's call it 120.
Mhm.
Aren't we ashamed that we're $296 different from
Why?
the USVI?
Shame why?
Listen, we're that far from first world.
Yeah. And we resilient.
You almost there, Jagger.
And we resilient.
Jagger, 2 sleeps and a wake up.
So let me
Nine-
ask this,
nine
right?
two.
If Storm is saying that these opportunities are available in the USVI, they're only available if we maintain Labour government because of the lack of CBI here. Why should I stay in St. Vincent? Why would I ever stay in St. Vincent if St. Vincent can't even come close to those opportunities? Are you working for the USVI or are you working for St. Vincent and Grenadines?
Right.
They're the problem of the pirates.
You can't be encouraging people.
Which power are you loyal to?
You can't be encouraging people to vote for me because I have a better opportunity for you somewhere
leave,
else
to
to leave.
Well,
What are we talking about?
That the problem.
that's what I'm telling you. The contradiction in the messaging is phenomenal.
And again, let me go back.
And I say that as a certified giraffe.
Yeah. You know,
And I will repeat that. I will repeat that.
I tend to have a better overall view of life. You know, 'cause I'm looking
me,
down.
being the donkey that I am, how could you tell me on one hand you're saying burial hit union, it's slow moving because why? We don't have certified or qualified tradesmen.
Which version should I listen
Which
to?
one we going with? Where we going? We couldn't get him for Sanders. We couldn't get him for Union. We couldn't get him for day. But all of a sudden, no.
Go, Chris.
Oh Lord, morning,
Morning, critical part. Some of them leave out of that to go US Virgin Islands need visa. That's why we'll start the stripping is for he gonna apply for visa if he travel to America. But all the thing Trump won't give Vincent and visa with the relationship one from Maduro have. Okay then.
Let me even just to think that U.S. visa waiver request that the PM made. Barbados has a whole embassy. Probably enjoys the best relationship with the U.S. of anybody in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
They don't get no visa waiver. Why?
Give it no visa waiver to anybody. Man.
Why?
Why?
But then this shows you that this is not a progressive government because we are regressing. If you send away all your people, you don't want to uplift your own country first?
If you want to talk about a gimmick,
look one right there.
if you want to talk about a gimmick,
Look one right there.
right?
man.
All right, so somebody else has a question. Jeannie, my question is Jeannie head of the show. To start, his question to Storm is: his father's government says we're going and build the beaches and a Marriott hotel in Vinci.
But we're going to send him
So,
with this
so we will not need. So what we need our skilled workers. So why would the Storm encouraging people to go USVI?
That's what Luke said. Contracted the message.
Why? What are we doing here, man?
We have the people. We don't have the people.
What we doing?
We don't have them when Sandals want to bring in their people.
We don't have them in the hospital building.
We wanna build the beaches and we want to give them duty free because we need to create employment, right?
Tyson Davis says we signed $100 million development agreement yesterday. At the same day, he's telling Vincent to go leave and go build other people's development project.
Make that make sense.
Jobs.
Yeah. But make that more.
Man.
Listen, man. I don't think you could run a campaign and have
All these
like
conflicting
someone has
messages.
to tell Storm, look,
Shut up.
you have to stay in line with the campaign. Man.
Nah,
You can't be running a parallel campaign. It doesn't make sense because you're sending mixed messages.
It pays to be a donkey.
Anyway, back to the trough.
It pays to be a donkey.
If you're working for a while.